Hello, YouTube. I'm that Parks Guy, and today I'm going to try to describe to you what food addiction is to me. I got quite a few questions on Twitter about what food addiction is, how it starts, are there any specific foods that trigger it, that kind of thing. So I figured I would go into a little bit of detail as to what it is. And I'm also going to try to do an counter, probably right up here, because last time I had a lot. And so right now I've got one, two if you count me stating I'm going to try to do a counter. Anyways, food addiction is a pain. There are a lot of things that are still kind of not understood about it. All the articles I've read, my sister has read quite a few, and we go back and forth and talk about it too. Basically, it's a sugar affecting thing. It's your brain goes, the human brain is designed to do three things: survive, reproduce, and survive. So if you find something, if you eat something and it makes you feel happy or it gives you energy, your brain remembers that, and your brain remembers where that is. And so, and when you have energy or when you feel happy, your brain goes, wait a minute, we like this feeling. It's very, very much akin to drug use. There are a lot of studies that connect severe food addiction to being on par with certain hard drugs. The biggest thing is that every day, every single day, you wake up, I wake up, I shouldn't say you, and the first thing I think about is what I'm going to have for breakfast. And then immediately after that thought is, well, okay, but what does that mean I get for lunch? Certain foods will make me hungry for that food all day long. Things like, okay, I want a Burger King sandwich. I've got it in my head, I want a Burger King sandwich. I want a Whopper with fries. And so for lunch, I go to a place here in town and I get a burger and fries. But that's not enough. I could eat 3 of those burgers and it's not enough. I'm full, my stomach hurts, but I'm still hungry because I want that Whopper and fries. Now, there are people who say, yeah, but that's because they put chemicals in it that make you do that. Technically, not really, no. The chemicals they put in there are the same chemicals that your brain looks for to make itself happy. And that's the way it is, all of a sudden it's, oh, hey, I'm feeling depressed. Those Oreos and a glass of milk made you really happy the last time you had it. Why don't you go do that? I don't have any Oreos. I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to go get Oreos. I live 30 minutes away from a grocery store. It's okay. It's only an hour round trip. You can eat them on the way back. It's that kind of thing. And it usually starts out of boredom, depression, certain foods that you eat just way too many of. And it's not like caffeine, where caffeine gives you, it's all psychological. Caffeine is actually an addictive thing. So having caffeine will cause an addiction. It's like cigarettes. Cigarette, nicotine, you become dependent. And all this really is a psychological dependency. It is not a physical dependency. It becomes a physical dependency, kind of. At least to me, I don't know if there's a study that backs this up or not. But to me, what happens is, if I don't get that food, obviously I'm depressed or sad or bored because I didn't get that thing that makes me happy, and so now I'm sad that I didn't get the thing that makes me happy. And it's ridiculous. Only recently, very, very recently, have I started looking at it in terms of an addiction, and an actual addiction. I never did drugs. I don't drink. I do occasionally, but it's not even social. I mean, it's like I have a Mike's Hard Lemonade or 5 over the course of a year. So it's not like I have an addictive personality, except for food. Food and I are like people who smoke in cigarettes or people who drink in alcohol. So to me, that's what food addiction is. I apologize. I've gone a little over the 5 minutes, but I'm going to do a more in-depth video later on where I'm going to draw comparisons and that kind of thing. But I just kind of wanted to answer the questions that I was asked. So thank you very much. And I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe this video. And I look forward to seeing you guys here shortly.